Hello, welcome to the channel. Today we will uncover the unexpected pregnancy of Xarah Horton and reveal how this surprising news becomes the single strongest weapon that could keep Xarah and Xander from divorcing, despite the looming threat of the truth about Phillip's brutal attack coming to light. This revelation has sent shockwaves through Salem, not just for the dramatic implications on their marriage, but for what it might mean for their future as a family. A shocking surprise that shakes Salem to its core. The recent developments on Days of Our Lives have unfolded like a tightly wound drama, centering on Xarah Horton and her estranged husband, Xander Cook Kyriakis, whose relationship has been fraught with conflict, secrets, and heartbreak. During a dramatic blackout in Salem, Xarah and Xander unexpectedly rekindled their physical connection, a passionate moment that had been long denied during their months of separation. With their toddler daughter Victoria peacefully asleep, this intimate reunion was both impulsive and deeply emotional. What neither of them realized at the time was that this night could mark the beginning of a new chapter, a surprise pregnancy that no one saw coming, but which might ultimately be the bond that holds them together amid fierce storm clouds. The idea that a baby could emerge from such a turbulent backdrop is a powerful one in Salem's intertwined destinies. As the blackout plunged the city into darkness, it ignited a spark of hope between Xarah and Xander, a chance for reconciliation fueled by love, vulnerability, and the unspoken desire to rebuild their fractured marriage. This unexpected pregnancy could be the ultimate game-changer, threatening to overshadow old wounds and compel the couple to confront not only their past mistakes but also the secrets threatening to unravel them. The groundbreaking week that preceded the revelation. The days leading up to this revelation were nothing short of roller-coaster chaos for Xarah and Xander. They managed to celebrate their daughter Victoria's second birthday with all the semblance of a happy family, even as tangled emotions and hidden grievances simmered beneath the surface. In a rare moment of sincerity, Xarah apologized to Xander, a gesture that shocked many, as the resentment over Xander's violent attack on his brother Phillip still lingered heavily among Salem's residents. This apology was laden with tension. Xander had physically assaulted Phillip, causing serious consequences, but Phillip himself insisted that the details of the attack remain concealed, even from Xarah. This protective secrecy kept the truth buried, for now, but also seeded doubt and instability in Xarah and Xander's relationship. Xarah grappled with guilt and confusion, realizing she might have wrongly accused Xander. Yet the complex web of lies surrounding the attack promised to erupt at any moment, threatening to shatter their fragile truce. Intimate moments and lingering doubts. Amidst the tense atmosphere, the intimate encounter between Xarah and Xander was surprisingly tender and full of emotional weight. For Xarah, who had not seen Xander in months, this reconnection was both a healing balm and a risk. It raised the question, did she let her usual precautions slip, given the circumstances and her feelings? As they lay together in the darkness, the possibility of a new life growing between them was unknowingly planted. Fans of Xarah, the beloved portmanteau for Xarah and Xander, were thrilled to see these two finding moments of affection and warmth despite their rocky past. Scenes such as Xander's thoughtful gifting of a rocking horse to Victoria and the polite, if awkward, interactions between Xander and Phillip during the birthday highlighted the complexity of their intertwined family dynamics. Xander's calmness in the face of Xarah's relentless questioning of Phillip about that violent night further underscored the unspoken tension and secrets neither parent was ready to fully confront. Therapy, truth, and the road to healing. While their rekindled romance brought moments of joy, Xarah and Xander were acutely aware that reconciliation would not be easy. Xander's ongoing anger management therapy sessions with Dr. Marlena Evans marked a crucial step toward self-control and emotional growth. Meanwhile, Xarah and Xander tentatively agreed to try couples counseling, signaling their mutual desire to repair their marriage beyond mere physical closeness. Yet a dark cloud loomed, the brutal attack on Phillip. Marlena likely pressures Xander to come clean, knowing that sustained healing requires confronting painful truths. How long can Xarah's forgiveness stand if or when she discovers the full details of the violent assault? Xander's temper has long been a source of conflict and concern, and Sarah's fear is not only for herself and Victoria but for the kind of example he sets with his volatile behavior. The ultimate dilemma: conceal or confess? This new pregnancy places Xander in an impossible position. If Sarah's pregnancy is a result of their blackout encounter, he must weigh the risks of revealing his dark secret against protecting his family's fragile unity. Confessing to the attack might shatter the reconciliation and destroy any chance of a stable future with Sarah and the children. Conversely, hiding the truth perpetuates a dangerous lie that might eventually break them apart irrevocably. The stakes have never been higher. Will Xander risk losing the love of his life, his daughter, and this unexpected new child by coming clean? Or will he gamble on deceit, hoping the unspoken will never come to light? This narrative tension underpins every interaction, making every decision a potential turning point for their family's fate. A future filled with hope and complexity. Despite the turmoil, viewers are hopeful that this surprise pregnancy could become the foundation for a renewed sense of family and hope for Sarah and Xander. It symbolizes the possibility of new beginnings, that love, even after pain and betrayal, can endure and transform. As the holiday season approaches in Salem, the show is hinting at celebrations that could bring this family together again, with a joyous announcement that the Horton family's annual tree-trimming party may be just around the corner. The anticipation of welcoming a new child adds emotional depth to the storyline, highlighting the resilience of Sarah and Xander as they navigate forgiveness, trust, and the challenges ahead. Their journey serves as a poignant reminder that even amidst lies, secrets, and past wounds, the promise of new life can be a powerful catalyst for change and healing. The blacked-out night that sparked this chain of events may have plunged Salem into darkness temporarily, but it has ignited a spark that could light the way to a stronger, united family. This extended narrative not only deepens the understanding of Sarah and Xander's complex relationship but emphasizes that Sarah's unexpected pregnancy is the pivotal element that could stave off divorce against all odds. It stands as a testament to the enduring power of love and the difficult choices couples face when secrets threaten to upend everything they hold dear. The unfolding drama promises to captivate audiences as Salem watches this family's fate hang in the balance. Part 2, Days of Our Lives Recap, Tuesday, September 30, 2025, Will Xander keep trying? The power outage in Salem has turned out to be far more than just an inconvenience. For some couples, it has been a chance to draw closer, to discover new sides of one another, and to reignite old sparks. For Sarah and Xander, the darkness of the night has offered them something they may not have realized they needed: time away from the world, away from distractions, and away from all the usual drama that pulls at them. When Tuesday's episode begins, we find the couple wrapped up not only in one another's arms, but also in the warmth of a rekindled romance. They are lying together, sheets pulled up around them, each holding a cup of ice cream. The power outage meant no lights, no television, no endless buzz of electronics, and, of course, a dire warning that if the freezer door wasn't shut tightly, their ice cream would melt into a puddle. But instead of worrying, they laughed together, savoring the small sweetness in front of them. Sarah and Xander's relationship has always been complicated, marked by passion but also by Xander's hot temper, stubbornness, and occasional lapses into bad judgment. This night, however, it was different. Sarah wanted more than just kisses and laughter. She wanted to know if Xander was truly committed to their future. The heart of their conflict came into focus when the subject of couples therapy surfaced. Sarah has been firm on the matter: if they are going to make this work, they need help, guidance from a professional who can give them tools to build a healthier relationship. Xander, however, bristled at the very idea. Therapy, to him, feels like an admission of weakness, an invasion of privacy. Why, he wonders, should two people who love each other need someone else to fix them? Yet Sarah, ever patient and steady, held her ground. She reminded him that love isn't always enough, especially after the storms they have weathered. There are still old wounds, old suspicions, and mistakes that can't be erased by a single night of passion, or even 3. Yes, she teased him gently, they had already made love 3 times in a row during the blackout. But that wasn't the point. Intimacy alone couldn't heal the deeper cracks between them. Xander tried to dodge, tried to charm his way out of the argument, even making a half-hearted excuse about being too worried after Philip's brutal beating. But Xarah knew better. This wasn't about Philip. This was about Xander's fear of being vulnerable in front of anyone but her. She told him plainly that if he wanted to truly build a life with her and with their daughter, he would need to take that step. For a long moment, Xander looked as if he might bolt, that familiar defensive wall rising behind his eyes. But then, as the silence stretched between them, he gave a reluctant nod. He didn't want to lose Xarah, not now, not after everything. If therapy was what she needed, then therapy was what he would give. The mood shifted then, softening into something sweeter. The power, which they had half-joked about wanting to stay off forever, suddenly flickered back on. Their magical little cocoon of candlelight and stolen hours was gone. The hum of electricity returned, pulling them back into reality. Still, even with the lights restored, Xarah and Xander remained wrapped up in one another. They shared tender glances as they dressed, their laughter lingering in the air. Xander, ever the romantic in his rough-edged way, suggested they didn't really need to get up and disturb little Victoria. Why not just curl back into bed, close the door, and steal a few more moments together? Xarah smiled knowingly. For once, she didn't argue. Maybe the world could wait just a little longer. In Tuesday's episode, the writers gave us not only a glimpse of Xander and Sarah's physical closeness, but also of the emotional hurdles that still stand in their way. Viewers who have followed their journey from the beginning know that Xander has always struggled with trust, with control, and with opening himself fully. Xarah, in contrast, has always wanted a partnership built on more than passion. She wants honesty, growth, and commitment. It's clear that their love is strong. But will Xander truly keep trying? Will he commit not only to Xarah but also to the work it takes to maintain a relationship through therapy and accountability? Or will his old habits and his stubborn streak eventually push them apart once again? As the episode ended, fans were left with both hope and worry. On one hand, Xander's reluctant agreement to attend therapy could signal the start of real progress for the couple. On the other, viewers know that Xander's promises don't always last once the heat of the moment fades. For now, though, Xarah and Xander have each other. They have their laughter, their ice cream, their quiet glances, and the promise of another night together. And in Salem, sometimes, that's more than enough.